John from TigitMotorbikes.com, and we are looking at a genuine Honda Blade 110cc semi-automatic. Now this is our most popular and common motorbike for traveling here, simply because over the duration of a journey they work out to be the cheapest. Now these shouldn't be confused with the Chinese copies that you see backpackers trying to buy and sell in the backpacker streets. These are genuine motorbikes, and you'll only find them through companies online with a good reputation. None of the backstreet dealers will have bikes like this. Now the Honda semi-automatic is the most common and popular motorbike in Vietnam. You'll see them absolutely everywhere, in the cities, in the countryside, on the road, off the road. You will see genuine Honda semi-automatics. This is because they are close to being indestructible. They really are amazing machines when it comes to reliability, which is why they are the perfect backpacker motorbike. They never break down, and then even if they do, they are also the easiest and cheapest motorbike in this country to fix. In fact, if you get one from us, Tigit Motorbikes, then we are fully warranty to reimburse any maintenance costs you may incur through your journey. It's very unlikely you do have any problems, but if you do break down, you just pop into a genuine Honda store, will translate to the mechanic and then fully reimburse any maintenance costs. So you have a guarantee to travel Vietnam without having to worry about breaking down and being ripped off by mechanics. Now you'll find over the duration of a journey, one of these will work out similar, if not cheaper, than trying to buy and sell a cheap Chinese backpacker motorbike. That's because these don't break down. They only need an oil change every 1,000 kilometers. Now this is just once between Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, or Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh on a normal holiday. And they also are good with gas consumption versus the Chinese copy. It's going to break down many times. Don't believe the adverts on the internet claiming no breakdowns. It's just not true. You need to change the oil every 200 to 400 kilometers on a Chinese bike. And you'll also find that selling one is easier said than done if you have a moral conscience. In that you either make another generic no breakdown advert, or you tell the truth and you lose a load of money on your resale value. They fall apart, the Chinese bikes, and they're not that easy to sell. It's likely to cost you some money. Now the genuine Honda will be about twice the power of the equivalent Chinese copy. They can carry 2 people and all of their luggage across the country without skipping a beat. They really don't lack in the power department. They're also stable to drive, don't wobble around, and of course everything works. They have fuel gauges, speedometers, all of that kind of stuff. Backpackers seem to come here, buy a cheap bike and then wonder why nothing works. It's because you're buying a toy. This is what a local will drive. It's a proper motorbike by a proper company, being Honda. Now we sell these for $1,000, and then depending on where you are going and how long you're going for, we have a guaranteed buyback value. Basically the same idea as the rental, except for you can have the ownership papers, which makes it a bit easier for traveling here sometimes. So as a general holiday between Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, or Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh, you buy it for $1,000, and then we buy it back for $800 at the end of your journey. There's usually some train expenses to send the bike back to where it started, normally back to Ho Chi Minh, and 1 oil change. So your rent will work out at about $240. But there are different options, and we have these bikes everywhere. Ho Chi Minh, Hanoi, Da Nang. We have lots and lots of these bikes, which means you can pick them up and drop them off from many different locations. Just look on our website for the different prices depending on where you're going. Now people wonder what happens if you crash the bike. Well, the way this works is you just pop into a genuine Honda store, and Honda will make a quote for you. They are set prices and official throughout the country. They're not going to rip you off or lie. We will trust this quote and deduct it from the buyback, or you can fix it on the spot yourself in the store. We'll do the translating for you, but basically each piece of bodywork is worth about $10, and the worst crash we've ever had was $250. So they are always fixable and surprisingly cheap to fix. If you scratch the bike, we really don't care. We're well aware of the wear and tear that happens over the duration of a journey. It's just crashes or cracks where the parts need to be replaced. If you break down, we fully warranty it. We'll reimburse you, but it's very unlikely that will happen. Now in terms of getting a bike like this stolen, when you travel Vietnam, you are always staying in hotels or going to tourist places with security guys, the beach, coffee shops, you name it, there will be a security guy. So basically, if you need to lock the bike, then it's in the wrong place. That's the way you look at it. Now these bikes are very nice, but they're not fancy, they're not exactly Tigits. There are plenty more motorbikes out there worth considerably more money. What you have to remember is that vehicles here are not actually cheap. They have import taxes on them, so backpackers buy $200–300 bikes thinking that's normal. It's not, they're toys. Locals will drive around on these sorts of things which start at around 1,000 and then go upwards, so this is actually the lowest end of the scale in some ways, but very, very good for backpacking because they're reliable, simple and cheap to fix. They come with this jivvy rack here on the back. Your bag will go between here and here. If there's two of you on one bike, we'll put on a slightly larger rack. You can carry around 20 kilograms of luggage. If you have more than that, you can send it on the train for $15 to your finishing destination. So these are very simple, easy choice of bike, reliable and pleasurable to drive. Being a semi-automatic, very easy to drive. You can watch my video how to drive a motorbike in Vietnam, which is based around one of these. You can pick them up and drop them off from just about anywhere if you're using us, and I promise you over a journey it's going to be far more pleasurable and probably cheaper than trying to buy and sell a backpacker motorbike. So this is John from Tigit Motorbikes. I hope you enjoyed this video.